Are you all waiting? Eh? There you are. Right, you two, pack it in. Oh, you sneaking up. Oh, they are. Yeah, you sneaking up again. And you. Right, well, we'll leave them happily feeding, because it's a few days since I've been down. The river's gone down a bit more. I'll go and have a look over there afterwards. A few people on here, but we'll see what we can find in what was the shallows. So I'll bring you back if I find out if these quackers will let me. Oh, I'll just turn the piece over there. I've turned it over before, but I hadn't. Like a spider web on it. Well, that's a nice piece. Oh, I just spotted that at the corner of my eye. Bit of blue. Is that some writing? Well, that's definitely willow, and there's always some willow. That must be Maker's Mark on bottom, on back. Oh well, two good bits. I just spotted that bit in water. I can see it even from banking. Green leaves. Well, let's get that out. Oh, that's cold. Yeah. Nice little green leaf. Oh well, there's still bits here. Well, I spotted that from a distance. I thought it's just going to be a piece of plain honey glaze, but it's got the mark on. Lambeth pottery. Now that's part of a big flagon. It's just broken the right piece off. Yep. Well, that's another bit in the shallows, but is there out on it? No. No, nothing on it, I'll leave that. Oh, see what we can get up there. And another little bit of blue poking out. Oh, there's even more on it. Oh. Oh yes, we're getting some good bits today. Is that one or is it a stone? No, that's a stone. Okay, two for the price of one. One there that looks like it's got just some blue stripes on. And a blue flower there. So let's get this one up first. Yeah, just plain with that on. I'll not bother with that. Oh, we've got this blue flower here. Oh. Oh, it doesn't get any warmer, does that water? That's a nice one. Is it a flower or a bee? Oh, it's a blue bee. Find out better when I clean it, and it's got another piece here. Just a bit of a stone. And I've got a load of ducks following me. I think they want second sittings. Was it fourth sittings for this lot, because there were a few people down before me feeding them. Well, a brick, uncorked plastic Saccrington. Makes a change from an Akinori. Well, a bit of modern day rubbish, we'll get that out in a bin up on top. Well, that's the bottle in the bin, and I think I'll have a look up further up on this side because it's getting shallow, and then go over there, but I'll finish looking on them stones down there. Are you following me again, you lot? Well, you'll have to wait for your second sitting. I just picked this piece up. I don't know whether that's staining or actually design. So I'll clean that up, see what comes of it. Can you spot it? Right, a little bit of blue. Oh. Well, right where ducks were, there's a bit of mixing bowl there, and a quacker there. Now I've spotted a piece here. I reckon it's going to be plain. Yeah, just plain with algae growing on it. Right, well I turned over a little piece here, thinking it was just going to be white on the other side again. And there's a bit of some blue on it. Quite an old one going off the glaze staining on that rim underneath. And another chunk of mixing bowl. Now there's a chunk of white here. Is that staining or is it something on it? Oh. Well, that to me looks like staining, but that to me looks like Asiatic. It was that side I saw, but there's a bit on the other side. Oh, there's a couple of pieces here, that one there, and that white over there, but I reckon that's just tile. Yeah, I can see markings on back. Probably just edge of a pot. Yep. But is there anything on this one? I doubt it. Yeah, just plain. Oh, I turned a bit over here. It's got some spotty bits on. Oh, that spongeware are just unpainted blobs. Oh well. Oh, another little bit here. Ooh. Just plain. Well, I'll have a walk back along here and see if I can find out. I'll just pick this up, a bit of a fancy handle, very worn. Well, rim of a big pot, or I would hazard a guess a modern plant pot. Well, I bent down to actually turn that over, which is just plain anyhow, but I spotted that. Nice bit of crinoid. At least I think it's crinoid. Oh, some tiny red leaves. And the quackers are still following me. I might as well give them that last bit of feed. Oh, there's something blue down there I can just spot. Ah, just a bit of Cornish, I'll leave that. Oops. Oh, just white. Come on then. Oh, you're sneaking up here, are you? There you are then. I know they've turned over and no filming, but it's not a pretty nice print on the other side. Don't know what it is. But it looks like something. Well, I spotted a few bits from up on the banking, but oh, little fish there then. Oh, okay. That fish led me to that. Right, well that was worth coming down here for. When is that going to be today's make? But I also spotted this. Edge of a big cup, but I don't know if they're out on it. It looks plain. Come on. No, just plain. Well, that's a good piece. Oh. Well, I'm glad I walked along this edge. Can you see that? Oh, that's another nice piece. Oh, it don't get any warmer, does that water at this time of year? Well, let's have a see what we can find all the way up there. There's a brown bit there. I think that's just a bit of a teapot. Yeah, a bit of a teapot lid, so I'm going to leave that. Well, Water River is very, very clear today. Oh, and plenty of seagulls on the wire. Oh, I thought that was just a plain bit, but I can see writing on it. Oh. We all know what that is. That's a bit of a Kilner jam jar. Jam pot. Well, a couple of me quackers there. Oh, but river being low at this time of year, you can get right out into the middle of it. Obviously it gets a bit deeper there and faster, but I'm finding a few little bits here. Well, it's a bit stuck up with banking there, but just plain. Well, we're getting nearer to the bridge. See if I can get anything on them stones there. Well, big chunk of Cornish ware there. I'll leave that, I've got plenty of it at home. Oh, some worn transfer on. Very worn. Oh, you've got to look. Well, I just picked a bit up thinking, oh, that's just got crazy in it, but there's a bit of a flower there. So we'll see what that cleans up like. Right. Was that staining or is that colour? Bit of wash. Oh yeah. It's probably willow, and there's always some willow. Oh, at least we've got one piece from this side. Well, I've spotted this bit on the bank in here. I started digging it out, but just plain. Oh well, we'll get back down there and I'll go across there, see if there's anything else that I missed the other day. Well, there's a few other bits up on the banking. That's plain. That's plain. And a bit of late RP. Oh well, some you win, some you lose. A big chunk of glass bottle there. Well, we'll get that piece of glass out of the river. Are you still following me? Alright, you two, pack it in. And you and all. Well, we're just walking down pathway, and is that number 5 or is it number 4 or 6? Well, we'll get that in the bin. Well, we'll have a look down here, seeing that the river's going a little bit lower and I can get a bit further out there. I'll not risk going over at stones today because they still look a bit slippery and they're just under water, so it needs to go down a bit more. But we'll have a look on there again, see if anything else has been turned over. I don't expect much, but you never know. Well, a bit I must have missed the other day. It's a dark slipwear type stuff. Oh, that's different. And they hadn't even moved. I spotted that. Oh, picking up, not even on the other side. Oh well, there's a bit pink on there. I think that's a modern cup. Yeah, I think that's just staining that's on there. Well, it's gone down a lot. I can get around there. And that were a edge of a green pot I spotted the other day. Look away if you don't like them now. That's the backbone of summit. And the ribs there. Oh well, something that met its demise in the river. Well, that looks like the base of an RP. Yeah, that's how it grooves on there. But is that summit? Where is it? Oh, where's it gone? After all that, it's just plain. Well, all we got over here is a little bit of blue and white, so I'm going to leave that. Well, that's one bit of blue, and that's another bit of blue on the sandbank. That Asiatic. I don't know what that one is. Oh well, nothing much over there as such, and just these two bits on here so far. Well, them storms didn't half shift some sand about all the way up the banking in the river. Well, I thought I'd come back up here and just have a little route around in gravel that's been washed out, and there's a bit of blue there already. See if I can uncover ourselves. Don't think there'll be much here. I'll bring you back if I find out. Well, nothing more in there. It needs washing away now. Well, while I was over this side, I thought I'll have a look in that gully, because the last time it were all iced over. But it doesn't look like there's anything in it yet. Well, I can spot a little bit of blue under there. See if I can get it. Well, it's a bit of somewhat blue. Well, it's goodbye from me and the ducks down the river today. Right, well, today's finds before I clean them up. And this, depending on how well that cleans up, it might get put in that. But what I thought was a bee looks more like a butterfly or a moth, but I reckon I can make them two into one. So we'll see what it's like after I clean it up. Well, here we have the finds from another trip down the river. Get the rubbish out of the way first. This was found just walking down to banking. Looks like it's been kicked about a bit. But that's number, I think it's number 5 that for this year. Oh. And a couple of little bits. I think I only filmed that one. These didn't come out right well. But bits of blue. And a couple of bits from the pile of stones. That I've only seen that side. It's a better pattern on the other side. Little bit of very faint Asiatic there. And some blue. Don't know what it is. And this stripy slip bit. Doesn't look to be glazed on that side, so whether it's a lid or it went that way, cooking pot or something, or even a bit of a handle, I don't know. But it's quite unusual with that sort of slipware. And also from there, a little bit of a crinoid, I should think. Though it's got more markings there. Could be a bit of fern as opposed to a crinoid. But it's certainly different. I thought it was a bit of metal finial off something or other, but no, it's all stone. And lots of bits of blue. That I thought was just crazy until I looked at it closely. That's got like faint blue where the glazes run underneath. That's probably quite an oldish piece. And a couple of bits of willow. Spotted that. That's probably part of the maker's name on the bottom, but you can tell bits of the willow tree there. And this slightly different pattern, but you can make out the fence and the pathway there of the willow, and there's always some willow. Again, that's got like a blue tinge to it, like a tin glazed tinge. And this bit, I thought there's a pattern on it, but it's just staining, as you can see, with all the rust there. Some type of marking there, probably embossing that's worn down. And this big chunk, nice little rose in the middle there. Flower, I don't know if it's a rose or another flower. But I've had some more of this before. And a bit like a cobwebby on it. Don't know whether there's something just there, like a foot or something. And this, well, we'll never know what it's been. And a very worn fancy handle or even lid off top of a tureen. Probably the shape of it, it's the handles off the side, but very, very worn. And this little bit, as far as I can make out, that looks like a pair of shoes. But I'm just going to put what looks like a buckle on it there. Pity, again, right, there's not more of it. And more blue. That, I saw that and I thought, oh, it's something, but that bit's staining. As you can see, the rust has got in it and got under there. But it's Asiatic. And some other blue, don't know what. And that piece, part of a kiln jar. Find probably lots of the plain bits, but very few bits with the actual lettering on. Only found a few. I've got a full jar that I found in the 70s. And this bit, probably hand painted. And this big chunk, part of a flagon, I should think. Looks better when it's wet, but with Lambeth Potteries, London. Dalton's Limited. Oh, it's nice. It's finding the actual mark. I like these. I like me maker's marks and such like. And if I can cut them off and use them, I will do. And I think that might be a bit too curved and thick to do out with, but I might just trim the back down. Might make it as a fridge magnet. And these bits, oh, I don't know whether that's a bee or a butterfly or a moth, but definitely doing something with them two bits. As that'll fit in there. Stop in. And where's he gone? Oop. Trying to work this. And put the blue butterfly moth fly down there. Might just cut this bit off and either put that in or trim that down a lot to put the green leaf in there. So I don't know what. Well, I'll thin them all down and see what goes where. So that'll be the craft after this. Right, well, let's see how many of these bits we can fit in there. Maybe it'll definitely be 2, it might be 3, might even be all 4. So we'll see how that goes. And I'll start with that piece first. I think because of the shape and the rise there, I'm going to cut all that bit off and have it more over to this side than that side. It'll make it easier for me to flatten the back. So here goes nothing. I'm keeping my fingers out of the way this time. Well, that snapped off better than what I thought, and it didn't break it all in one piece. Well, that looks like it's just below the rim now. So I've had a think about the other bits and pieces that were going in, and I've just nibbled them down a little bit. So they just want a final little bit of sanding on that, and that piece I don't think I'll be using it on this one, but you never know. So I'll be sanding these 2 bits down now. Well, that's a couple of minutes work, and that's all down now. So now for the butterfly. there you have it. Just wants infilling and doming over the top. Whenever I get round to doing all them, they'll all be in one video, I should think. So 3 pieces, found out same day, all in the same mount. And 3 different colours. Well, I did a little bit of nibbling off it as well, but it's sanded down, and I'm going to make enough thin pieces, what bits I find this year, to make a mosaic in that big pendant. So this is definitely going to be an ongoing project. Well, we did find a few bits, didn't we, quackers? So it's goodbye from me and the ducks down a very cold river. See you on the next one.